This is part 162 of God's chain of events. Moving on to the 15th chapter of Job, starting at the first verse. Then answered Eliphaz the Temanite and said, Should a wise man utter vain knowledge and fill his belly with the east wind? Should he reason with unprofitable talk or with speeches wherewith he can do no good? Yea, thou castest off fear and restraineth prayer before God. For thy mouth uttereth thine iniquity, and thou choosest the tongue of the crafty. Thine own mouth condemneth thee, and not I. Yea, thy own lips testify against thee. Art thou the first man that was born, or wast thou made before the hills? Hast thou heard the secret of God, and dost thou restrain wisdom to thyself? What knowest thou that we know not? What understandest thou that is not in us? With us are both the gray-headed and very aged men, much elder than thy father. Are the consolation of God small with thee? Is there any secret thing with thee? Why doth thine heart carry thee away? And what do thy eyes wink at? That thou turnest thy spirit against God, and lettest such words go out of thy mouth? What is man that he should be clean, and he which is born of a woman that he should be righteous? Behold, he putteth no trust in his saints. Yea, the heavens are not clean in his sight. How much more abominable and filthy is man, which drinketh iniquity like water? I will show thee, hear me, and that which I have seen I will declare, which wise men have told from their fathers, and have not hid it, unto whom alone the earth was given, and no stranger passed among them. The wicked man travaileth and pain all his days, and the number of years are hidden to the oppressor. A dreadful sound is in his ears, and prosperity destroyer shall come upon him. He believeth not that he shall return out of darkness, and he is waited for of the sword. He wandereth abroad for bread, saying, Where is it? He knoweth that the day of darkness is ready at hand. Trouble and anguish shall make him afraid. They shall prevail against him, as a king ready to the battle. For he stretcheth out his hand against God, and strengtheneth himself against the Almighty. He runneth upon him even on his neck, upon the thick bosses of his buckler, because he covereth his face with the fatness, and maketh callops, that's cuts of tender meat, continuing, of fat on his flanks. And he dwelleth in desolate cities, and his houses which no man inhabited, which are ready to become heaps. He shall not be rich, neither shall his substance continue, neither shall he prolong his perfection thereof, where upon the earth he shall not depart out of darkness. The flame shall dry up his branches, and by the breath of his mouth shall he go away. Let not him that is deceived trust in vanity, for vanity shall be his recompense. It shall be accomplished before his time, and his branch shall not be green. He shall shake off his unripe grapes as the vine, and shall cast off his flower as the olive. For the congregation of the hypocrites shall be desolate, and fire shall consume the tabernacles of bribery. They conceive mischief, and bring forth vanity, and their belly prepareth deceit. Moving on to the 16th chapter of Job, starting at the first verse. Then Job answered and said, I have heard many such things. Miserable comforters are ye. Shall vain words have an end? Or what involveth thee that thou answerest? I also could speak as ye do, if your souls were in my soul's stead. I could heap up words against you, and shake mine head at you. But I would strengthen you with my words, and the moving of my lips would assuage your grief. Though I speak, my grief is not assuaged, and though I forbear, what am I eased? But now he hath made me weary. Thou hast made desolate all my company, and thou hast filled me with wrinkles, which is a witness against me. And my leanness is risen up in me, beareth witness to my face. He teareth me in his wrath, who hated me. He gnasheth upon me with his teeth. My enemies sharpened his eyes upon me. They have gapped upon me with their mouth. They have smitten me upon the cheek. Reproachfully, they have gathered themselves together against me. God hath delivered me to the ungodly, and turned me over unto the hands of the wicked. I was at ease, but he hath broken me asunder. He hath also taken me by my neck, and shaken me to pieces, and set me up for his mark. His archers compass me round about. He cleaveth my reins asunder, and doth not spare. He poureth out my gall upon the ground. He breaketh me with breach upon breach. He runneth upon me like a giant. I have sewed sackcloth upon my skin, and defiled my horn in dust. My face is foul with weeping, and on mine eyelids is the shadow of death. Not for any injustice in my hands. Also, my prayer is pure. O earth, cover not thou my blood, and let my cry have no place. And let my cry have no place. Also now, behold, my witness is in heaven, and my record is on high. My friends scorn me, but my eye pure poureth out tears unto God. Oh, that one might plead for a man with God, as a man pleaded for his neighbor. When a few years are come, then shall I go the way whence I shall not return. Moving on to the 17th chapter of Job, starting at the first verse. My breath is corrupt, my days is extinct. The graves are ready for me. Are there not markers with me, and doth not my eye continue in their provocation? Lay down now, put me in a surety with thee. Who is he that will strike hands with me? For thou hast hid their heart from understanding. Therefore shalt thou not exalt them. He that speaketh flattery to his friends, even the eyes of his children shall fail. He hath made me also a byword of the people, and for a time, and aforetime was a taprit. My eyes also is dim by the reason of sorrow, and all my members are as a shadow. Upright men shall be astonished at this, and the innocent shall stir up himself against the hypocrite. The righteous also shall hold on his way, and he that hath clean hands shall be stronger and stronger. But as for you all, do ye return, and come now, for I cannot find one wise man among you. My days are past, my purpose are broken off, even the thoughts of my heart. They change the night into day. The light is short because of darkness. If I wait for the grave, is mine house. I have made my bed in the darkness. I have said to the corruption, thou art my father, and to the worm, thou art my mother and my sister. And where is now my hope? As for my hope, who shall see it? They shall go down to the bars of the pit, when our rest together is in the dust. Moving on to the 18th chapter of Job, starting at the first verse. Then answered Bildad the Shuhite, and said, How long will it be ere ye make an end of words? Mark, and afterwards will we speak. Wherefore are we counted as beasts, and reputed as vile in your sight? He teareth himself in his anger, shall the earth be forsaken for thee, and shall the rock be removed out of his place? Yea, the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine. The light shall be dark in his tabernacle, and his candle shall be put out with him. For he is cast into a net, put out with him. The steps of his strength shall be straitened, and his own counsel shall cast him down. For he is cast into a net by his own feet, and he walketh upon a snare. The jinn shall take him by the heel, and the robbers shall prevail against him. The snare is laid for him in the ground, and the trap for him in the way. Terrors shall take him afraid on every side, and shall drive him to his feet. His strength shall be hunger bitten, and destruction shall be ready at his side. It shall devour the strength of his skin. Even the firstborn of death shall devour his strength. His confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle, and it shall bring him to the king of terrors. It shall dwell in his tabernacle, but it is none of his. Brimstone shall be scattered upon his habitation. His roots shall be dried up. Beneath and above all shall his branch be cut off. His remembrance shall perish from the earth, and he shall have no name in the streets. He shall be driven from the light unto darkness, and chased out of the world. He shall neither have son nor nephew among his people, nor any remaining in his dwelling. He that come after him shall be astonished at his day, as they that went before were affrighted. Surely such are the dwellings of the wicked, and this is the place of him that knoweth not God. We're going to stop here and start part 163 in the next message. View part 163. Thank you.